What's going on, YouTube? It's Trev. Welcome back to Market Talk. Last time we were here, we were talking about Shiba Inu. We were talking about the creator of Shiba Inu, Ryoshi. And we were, I was, throwing out some ideas of who Ryoshi might be or might not be. We talked about maybe, somebody famous like an Elon Musk or a Vitalik Buterin. But then my other theory is that maybe he's not anyone famous at all. And possibly the whole thing was kind of developed in a way to bring attention to the token by creating controversy and creating this kind of legend of Ryoshi. Because no one's ever heard from Ryoshi, no one's ever talked to him, no one's ever seen him. Ryoshi is anonymous, totally. And I posed the thought that maybe Ryoshi never existed at all as an actual person. Maybe Ryoshi was a total made-up avatar, okay? And if you do that and you publish a whole bunch of things in this person's name, you start to create this mystique. You start to build community interest, and they want to know who this is. There's a curiosity. And some other things at the very beginning of Shiba Inu happened too, because there was, like 100 trillion tokens or whatever, and they gave half of them, or Ryoshi gave half of them to Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum. So that, caused a big uproar. I mean, that really brought Shiba Inu into the light. And I think that maybe the creation and this whole thing about this Ryoshi might have been something else to just kind of build the popularity and the interest in this token, okay? Now, if you do that and you get things going and you got this buzz happening and everybody's talking about it, and then you can still you can still be on the periphery, or you can still be involved somehow and kind of slide yourself in there as maybe a developer of some things around the Shiba Inu token, but someone who's just following what Ryoshi wants, right? If you're a nobody, you could just go ahead and create a token and nobody's going to care about it. But if you do all this other stuff, like creating the Ryoshi and all that, right? And build the popularity and have your name kind of always implemented with Shiba Inu as well, then one day you can get rid of the avatar altogether and then just take over yourself, because you're just as familiar as the token itself, because you've been developing and working with it all this time. Now, who is it that would do that? Well, the only team that we have right now that's been doing anything is this SHIB, the Metaverse development team, who has created this entire ecosystem of a couple different coins, a few different coins, the Shibarium, this layer 2 blockchain, this metaverse with land that they can sell and all these different things right along. And they've been claiming the whole time to be bringing Ryoshi's vision to fruition, okay? The leader of this team rhymes with Ryoshi, Shaitoshi, okay? Another, I think, Japanese name, Shaitoshi Kusama. And I guess my theory is that maybe there never was an actual person who was Ryoshi. What if Ryoshi's been Shaitoshi all this time? And now that the coin is at, its kind of peak of popularity and interest, we don't need Ryoshi anymore. Maybe now Shaitoshi and the team can just take over where Ryoshi left off. Maybe this was the plan all along. I don't know. But something that happened that kind of really started me thinking about this in a serious way is that, okay, Ryoshi talked about one day I'll be gone and the coin won't need me, or the token rather won't need me. And a week ago today, on Memorial Day, everything that was ever published by Ryoshi on various social media accounts, and particularly Medium, where where Ryoshi's vision was published, right? Suddenly disappeared. Ryoshi ghosted us, okay? He's gone. And that day, this article was published on Medium by Shitoshi Kusama, the leader of the Metaverse development team, okay? And I'm going to go through this really quick. It says, to Ryoshi, a special SHIB Memorial Day. So this is supposed to be a letter to Ryoshi. You would assume some sort of tribute to him on Memorial Day, considering he's gone now. Now, on Memorial Day, when everything disappeared, everybody wondered really what was going on. Was this the disappearance? Was this what Ryoshi talked about, leaving? They seem to know. Yep, Ryoshi's gone, okay? Now, did they talk to Ryoshi? Did Ryoshi talk to them? Did they have the absolute information that that's it, that's the end of it, this is what Ryoshi was talking about? It seems that way. Anyway, so let me buzz through this a little bit. And it starts off with a quote from The Art of War, and I really have no idea how this even relates, but one mark of a great soldier is that he fights on his own terms or fights not at all, by Sun Tzu, Art of War. Today, 1 year after Ryoshi's last Medium, and fittingly enough on Memorial Day, Ryoshi deleted all his posts and articles. Amongst the other issues in crypto and the entire world, really, I can imagine the FUD the SHIB Army must be facing, and it is for this reason that I am writing this article, so let's get right into it. Okay, and then we have another quote. When the student is, this one, when the student is ready, the master appears. When the student has learned all there is to teach, the master disappears. Now, I don't know who this quote is from. Is this a Shitoshi quote? Because he doesn't credit anybody. It's just a quote. I'm assuming it's from him. I mean, unless, you know, if one of you out there know that this is a quote from somebody else, let me know in the comment section. But again, nobody else was credited, so I'm assuming this is him. Now, this speaks to what I'm talking about, okay? So basically he's saying Ryoshi, the master, is gone, and Ryoshi has taught the team, Shitoshi and the development team, everything there was to teach, so now they're gone, leaving the development team to run everything now. This is what we're being led to believe, okay? Now, if Ryoshi or somebody else on the development team, but I mean if Shitoshi, I'm sorry, or somebody else on the development team was actually Ryoshi, then I can see the progression of this whole thing and why they're writing something like this and moving in this direction. If that's not the case, then this is one of the most arrogant things I have ever read in my life. It's written to deceive you, okay? And it's a load of horseshit, okay? Let me go on a little bit. Ryoshi was and is one of the most successful anonymous founders of any project ever. Though I don't know his identity. So if you don't know his identity, then, no, you don't know Ryoshi. You haven't spoken to him is what you're saying here, right? Is that true? Is it not true? I don't know, right? Though I don't know his identity, his legacy lives on in the SHIB token, SHIB ecosystem, and all the projects we foresee. So, again, there's like a bequeathal that they're trying to relay. That now that he's gone, he's left all of this to us to bring his vision to fruition. It's all now left in our hands, okay? The ethos of Ryoshi to remain anonymous and have no input on the direction of SHIB makes our mythos even more mystic and impressive. I mean, talk about patting yourself on the back. They're saying the ethos of Ryoshi, in other words, the spirit of Ryoshi, what Ryoshi intended or whatever, the spirit of the man is anonymous and will remain anonymous. And so our vision, it makes it even more impressive, basically, that we were able to do all this without any input from him at all, right? It's all about them. What we're reading here is a State of the Union address. How when the president gets up and tells the nation every wonderful thing that they've done in the amount of time between being inaugurated and taking office and the address, right? They talk about all the great things to make you think that things are going well. So that's what's going on here. Meanwhile, SHIB is what? 0.000011 or 12 or whatever. I don't know how well it's doing. It's done better. While Shiba Inu as a community, brand, token, ideal, and ecosystem is powerful, see, they're constantly combining what they do with SHIB. They're putting them together like they're one, okay? They have an ecosystem that they've created. They've created a lot of different things. They've created, like I said, some coins, the ecosystem, the Shibarium, the metaverse, the lands, all these things they've created and used Shiba Inu as the mascot. They've taken the Shiba Inu name, they've taken the Shiba Inu logo, and they've put it on what they've developed. But nothing that they've developed has really anything to do with Shiba Inu. None of it supports Shiba Inu, works to increase the value of Shiba Inu, or guarantee its continuation. Nothing, okay? They're still in the name and its popularity, or they created the name and popularity. I don't know, right? But they're leaving Shiba Inu to, honestly, they're leaving it behind. They talk about the SHIB army and them being the SHIB army, a part of the SHIB army. The SHIB army wants Shiba Inu to do well. They've invested in it, their money. They want it to increase, and they want to make money on it. I mean, you know, that's it, okay? To just have it there and make it popular and then use that name to do all your other things and make money with all your other coins, that's not being part of the army, okay? That's not keeping Shiba Inu as king and everything being centered around it. You're using Shiba Inu, basically, right? So anyway, while Shiba Inu as a community, brand, token, ideal, and ecosystem is powerful, the macroeconomic environment seems tough, and confusion, chaos is at an all-time high. Ultimately, this can make one wonder, even me, why fully leave now? So he's talking about Ryoshi. Why leave now? Well, he goes on to say, I meditated on this and saw the answer clearly. So here you go. Now he's a prophet, and he's going to tell you exactly why this happened. In most any story where a group must face insurmountable odds, the master disappears and leaves it in the hands of the apprentice. So Ryoshi being the master, the development team being the apprentice, or maybe Satoshi himself being the apprentice. This is the you've learned all I can show you moment. Okay. It is befitting that as we grow nearer to a completed Ryoshi's vision and realizing global decentralization, he would leave it up to us, the Shibami. Okay, the Shibami, all right. But they're trying to say that it's left up to them. Now, why this is important and why I keep harping on this, that Shiba Inu is a decentralized token and no one has control of it. It was not left in the hands of anyone, okay, is because if there is another group of people out there that would ever think to develop an ecosystem or anything around Shiba Inu who actually would center Shiba Inu and make their projects to actually benefit Shiba Inu, they might be turned off of it because these people want you to think that they are the end-all, be-all of Shiba Inu. Ryoshi left it to them, and they're in control of it. They're bringing it to fruition. They're doing everything that can be done. They've even created a wing of the team that is supposedly to protect Shiba Inu, and anybody else who develops anything has to run it through them to see if it's, you know, if it passes their mustard. It's absolutely ridiculous. It really is. So again, Satoshi, if you're really Ryoshi, okay, hey, you know, kudos, right? You came up with something brilliant. But if you're not, and Ryoshi's gone, you're not the next Ryoshi, okay? I'm glad about what you did. I hope it works out great for you, but stop acting like you control it all and it all belongs to you guys, because it doesn't. Leave it open and encourage anyone else who wants to develop something that would actually maybe put in some burn mechanisms and try to reduce the unbelievable amount of tokens that are out there, and try to actually increase the value of this thing and help the Shiv army who invested in it, hoping that, it would be the next, whatever, Bitcoin or whatever that people got into really, really low, and then it skyrocketed and they made money. Let somebody else do it. Ciao.